Well, I'm on Collegeville Mountain. This is the main road coming up to the top of the mountain here. And this mountain actually is placed right in the middle of town. So, I mean, the whole town of Collegeville is kind of like built around this little mountain here. One of the reports comes from some teenagers who decided to drive up this mountain one night a couple years ago just to look at the city lights at night. And they were coming up this road, and they were taking it pretty easy, and a rock actually bounced off their car, and the driver got actually pretty paranoid because he was driving his mom's car. So he was coming to a stop to get out of the car to look at the damage that the rock may have caused, and that's when their headlights hit what they described as a large silhouette of a creature standing about 6'5", 7 feet tall, completely covered in hair, black in color, but pretty skinny looking. And they said the next thing it did was like it waved at them, and freaked them out enough where they turned the car back around and they shot back down to town. Now, my opinion is Bigfoot probably wasn't waving. The headlights probably just hit it in the eyes, and arm came up, and it just kind of looked to them like he was waving. But they said when that happened, when it waved, it just kind of turned and just walked into the darkness. So that happened just a couple years ago, right up here in Collegeville Mountain. And if you pan this way, you can see town is just right down there. Okay, this is Potter's Pond. This is a popular place to come fishing. The first report came from a gentleman. This happened about 2 summers ago. As he came out here about 5 o'clock in the morning to beat all the fishermen. And he came down this road right over here. And that is when he saw what he described as a large black figure that was coming from this direction. It was actually in the water, and it took off into the tree line. He said it was upright and running on 2 legs. It really kind of startled him at first, and to be honest with you, I don't even know if he stayed around and did any fishing that day. But he described it as very massive, wide, and he said it looked at least 7 to 8 feet tall as it ran into the tree line. Now this is about 5 o'clock in the morning, midsummer, a couple years ago. So this is the Potter's Pond campsite. Now this next report, I've tried to look up any information regarding it, and I can't find anything about this report. Supposedly the BFRO came out and investigated this, but I can't confirm any of this. So if you have any information regarding this this report, please let me know. This happened back in 2000, 2001. A retired couple were camping out here late summer, early fall, and they had a pickup truck and a small camper. And they were out here for about a week. And they woke up in the middle of the night about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning to their camper completely shaking back and forth. It freaked them out. Once the trailer stopped, they got up and came out to investigate, and they didn't see anything, but they described a really strong odor in the air, and it kind of freaked them out. So they actually got in their vehicle and drove back into Collegeville and got the sheriff's department, brought them back out to investigate what could have shaken their trailer. And when they came back, supposedly the whole camper was tipped over on its side. Not sure if there was any tracks found at all, but they could not identify what knocked over their trailer. They eventually left the area, and I don't think they've come back to this area for any type of camping. But this happened sometime in 2000, 2001. A lot of people have described that there is a male Sasquatch between 9 to 10 feet that's very territorial in this area. Over the last 10, 15 years, I've gotten stories about this this one Pacific Bigfoot. But like I said, I've never heard anything out here. I've never experienced anything like this. And of course, I couldn't find any information regarding this report. So if anyone has any information about this, please let me know. But it happened right here at Potter's Pond at this location. Hey, we're coming to you from just outside of Spokane, Washington, right off of Highway 291. Back in sometime in March of 2015, a lady had a roadside crossing here. She was driving on this highway 291, which is literally right here, and she was driving this about 3 o'clock in the morning, and she described a large 8-foot bipedal creature cross in front of her. She said it came from this direction, right along the Spokane River, right over here. Came up this pathway, right through here, crossed the highway in front of her, and continued upward up this hillside. The sighting only lasted for a few seconds, but she described a 8-foot tall, 2-legged furry creature. She believed that the creature was just down here along the river and crossed the road. This is just right outside of 9 Mile Falls, Washington, not too far from the Centennial Trail. Some of the best places to do a report about a fisherman is out on the lake itself. So there was a gentleman who was out here just fishing with his little rowboat, and he heard a vocalization out here that was so loud that it echoed all the way across the lake. He wasn't sure which way it came from, but a couple minutes later, another vocalization came, and it's from this hillside that's right in front of me. And it freaked him out so much, he actually rolled all the way back to the boat launch and got the hell out of here.